Greetings. Welcome, welcome. Happy full moon. Happy full moon. How you feeling? How's your day so far? You hear me alright? Is the music too loud? We'll be reading for all 12 houses tonight. Full moon readings for all 12 houses of the astro calendar. We're just turning on, just tuning in. If you want to click the screen if you feel so called, keep this live, fresh on the feed, that's always cool. We'll be here for a little bit. Reading for all 12 houses, maybe get yourself some water, some snacks, sit back, relax. We'll begin in just a moment. The Moody Pulpit, I appreciate your response. Thank you for your feedback. What's good, focus? I'm glad you made it. We'll be reading for the full moon. Beginning with house number 1, Aries. So all my Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, making our way all the way through Pisces. We'll start in just a second. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Maybe if you want, you can hit the copy of the link down there. You don't even have to send this to anybody, but I'm going to invite in my moderators while we are here, just in case. Sometimes it can be a little active in the chats. It's good to always have some moderators around. We'll begin in just a moment. Thank you, Moody Puppet. I appreciate you. It's an honor and a joy to show up here, to be here as a conduit, to let these messages move through. Super stoked to see what these cards have to say today, beneath this full moon in Aqua, Sun in Leo. Hi, Casey. Welcome in, welcome in. You're an Aries focus? Heck yeah. Hi, Nicole. Salutations. We'll begin in one moment, reading for all 12 houses of the astrological calendar, starting with house number 1, Aries. So if you got an Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, sit back, relax. This will be recorded and put up on YouTube. So if you want to check out the recording, if you can't stay the entire time, you're more than welcome to do that. It'll be up live tomorrow. Hi, Nakia. Hi, Kimmy. What's good, Bliss? Salutations, everybody. We are here. We are going to be reading the real deal. We are ready. We are so stoked to get started. Welcome in, welcome in. If you want to click the screen a couple of times to keep this fresh on the feed so that your fellow witches will be invited in. Always appreciate it. If you want to invite in any friends, or copy the link down there. The algorithm always likes that as well. Yeah, super stoked, super stoked. If it's your first time here, hi. Hi, hi. Good to see you. Not an NPC. No, my name is Gavin. You can call me Zen or Gavin, whatever feels best for you. It's good to see you. Salutations. Super, super stoked, super duper stoked. I want to thank all of my guides, all of my guardians, all of my angels, all of my aliens, all of my ancestors, all of those watching over us, keeping us safe, allowing us to show up and play today. What an honor and a joy it is to be able to be a cosmic conduit, to allow these messages to move through me. Super duper stoked to share these readings. We're going to get started in just a second with all my Aries dudes. Yes, yes, yes. Love Virgos. We'll get there soon enough. Soon enough, we'll begin with house number 1. House number 1 is the house of the identity, the ego, Aries. The story you carry with you, the archetype that you carry with you throughout timelines. Yes, the eternal, internal sense of self, that spark within your heart that keeps the beat going. Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. House number 1, wherever you may have a Mars placement. House number 1, wherever you may have a Mars placement. This is for you. We're going to cut the deck. We'll clear the energy. We'll let it rest. Do I have any Aries in the house? We cut it. We clear it to invite in a goddess. We'll draw 2 cards at the top of this deck. Flip the deck upside down to show the root. And draw in a goddess. Strong message. All the cards in reverse. Aries, for this Aqua full moon. We have the outsider in the root. Reverse. Aries moon, what's good? Welcome back. The mind, also reverse. House number 1 with Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. We got the mind, we got beyond illusion here. And we have the goddess of revelation, Lisi, here. lots being unveiled. Lots being unveiled in the external reality. The fact that all these cards are in reverse right now, I'm getting the sense that these cards are representing the reflection, as in like our external reality is a direct reflection of our mind. Our external reality oftentimes is directly reflected by our subconscious, so it's important that we see beyond the illusion of how the form takes shape and how things are presented on the material level and look deeper into the feelings. Look at it from an outside perspective instead of being so caught up in the day-to-day, because it's so easy to get lost in loops and so in the routine of things. We're being called to see things from a fresh outside perspective, to get out of our mind a little bit and to see through the things that we are subscribing to, the things that we are believing, the things that we want to continue cultivating within our life. Right now we're here to shine light onto those areas of our life that maybe we've been throwing under the rug. Maybe we've allowed ourselves to become complacent a little bit. Maybe we haven't necessarily been challenging ourselves to stay sharp. So like being called to sharpen our skills and our values so that we're not allowing ourselves to get too comfortable, because life does truly begin at the end of our comfort zone, and we allow things to stagnate. You know, as they say about muscles, if you don't use it, you lose it. So right now we're here to look at our life in general from a fresh perspective from the outside. Like, okay, what areas of my life am I allowing myself to stagnate, and where can I begin to implement some healthy movement to stir up the pot a little bit to generate some fresh, revitalizing flow. This is the message for Aries, house number 1, getting out of the mind and into the body, seeing beyond the illusion of this material form, allowing yourself to see it from an outside perspective, reflecting on it and asking yourself, okay, where can I refresh? Yes, bringing the light to this experience. Thank you, Aries. House number 1, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Mars placements. Appreciate this message. We're going to flow forward with Taurus, house number 2. Aries Moon says it resonates. I dig it. Speaking for the Aries in the house, I see you. I appreciate you. House number 2, we have Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Taurus is also the ruler of Venus. The Venus makes itself at home in the Taurus sign. Taurus, house number 2, is the house of values. What it is that you hold near and dear to your core. What it is that you wish to embody and continue to cultivate throughout your life. How you'd like to live your life. Yes, yes, yes. Any Taurus in the house, this is for you, my dudes. We're going to cut this deck. We'll clear the energy. We'll let it rest. Aries Moon, thank you for the gifts. I do appreciate this. Sunflowers are my favorite. I hardly have any Taurus placements in my chart personally. Though for you, whoever has house number 2 placement, which is all of us, we all have house number 2 placement. We draw 2 cards at the top. We flip the deck upside down and show the root. The message for the collective. House number 2. In the root, we have the guidance card here. Hi August, welcome in. We are currently reading for everybody for this full moon. Happy full moon, everybody. Yes, full moon in Aqua. Right now, Sun and Leo. For house number 2, we have the Miser in reverse. The Miser, friendliness, also here, reverse. And schooled, Norse goddess of the future and time here. Notice here in the Zen Osho Tarot, we have a nice little run. We have 2, we have 3, we have 4, just showing us that everything is in order. I'm getting this energy that you are being provided an opportunity to exercise your values and shine as an example right now. You get to play the role of the guide, my Taurus friends. With the fact that the Miser card is here in reverse, alongside friendliness, perhaps someone who you care about is going through a tough time, and you get to shine a light on them to remind them that, you know, this is temporary. The suffering is temporary, just like everything else, and you get to be here as a beacon, be like, yo, you know, in the future things are going to continue to step into the timeline that it is that you wish to step into, so be there as a beacon to continue to assist those who you care about, your friends, those who you hold near and dear, or maybe on the opposite end of the spectrum, seeking out guidance and friendliness if you find yourself stuck in a little space of this miserly energy, recognizing though that the miser, misery loves company, though ultimately you can love the miser, and to a degree where their misery has no power over you, and you will not succumb to that level or that vibration or that frequency. So stay true to your values, stay near and dear to your core, do not compromise your integrity in order to meet somebody where they are. You hold that frequency, that high frequency, to assist in alleviating, but you're not here to change anybody. You're not here to do anything for anybody, but you can at least hold that frequency so that those who are ready and willing to do the work to attune to that frequency of truth will do so. So continue to shine as a beacon, continue to connect with your guides, and recognize that you have something to teach as well. You are also allowed to embrace and honor and embody that role as a guide, as a teacher, as a beacon. Have no fear, have no shame. Continue to look forward and walk the way. Staying grounded, staying focused, keeping each and every, all of your legs and arms inside the ride at each time. Keeping your arms and legs inside the ride at all times. Yes, yes. Continuing to move forward. Yes, staying focused, staying grounded, staying balanced. Thank you, Taurus. House number 2. Solid message. We're going to flow forward. All right, we're here for it. Stoked. Moving over my words a little bit, but it's important. You know, in a world that defines value on dollar signs and zeros and numbers, for somebody to live according to their values, they're instantaneously leading by example. Marissa, I will. After Gemini, right now we have house number 3, Gemini energy. Gemini sun, moon, ascendants. House number 3. House number 3 is all about communication. Wherever you have sun, moon, ascendant, house number 3, Gemini placement or Mercury placement, this is for you. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you, Lillian. We are currently reading for the full moon, and that card that just jumped out was the success card. I don't know if anybody needs to see that, but that success card just jumped out. Here we are now reading for house number 3, energy. Possibilities here. Reverse. Jen with the Gemini moon, I see you. Good evening, welcome in, Gary. House number 3. Possibilities. Trust. Here in the draw. Trust. Possibilities. Control over here in reverse for house number 3, Gemini. Rising sun and moon. And the goddess once more. Lisi. Revelation. Once again. With revelation and control being here, we're in reverse, and possibilities and trust being right side up, we're being reminded how the only thing we can really control is how we choose to enact and move forward within our life. We can't really control anything outside of the way in which we choose to show up. You can only control your reaction. We have not done Leo. Nope, we are on house number 3. Leo is house number 5. You'll be there soon. Gemini, house number 3. When it comes to communication, you're getting this energy, I'm getting this energy that you have been calling in some manifestations that you want to bring to fruition. Now's the time to recognize that all you can do is really continue to communicate this, and then just trust that it's happening, and just continue to jump into it as if it's already happened, and embrace this realm of infinite possibility, but recognizing that you can't really control the situation. You can only control how you show up, and you can control how you feel to some degree, so you can control what it's like to attempt to feel what it's like to already have what it is that you are wishing to manifest into your reality. Law of assumption, yes, principle of mirrorism, just like being in the embodiment and living in the state that it is that you wish to continue to cultivate, which is a state of trust, knowing that the universe always has your back, is always supporting you, is always caring for you, always putting you in the perfect place at the perfect time with the perfect people, so you may continue to show up and surrender and enjoy yourself. Yes. What ways are you attempting to hold on to tight? What ways are you attempting to control your reality? How can you continue to let go of this? Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. Bringing light to these situations, revealing these truths unto you so that you may continue to move in tune. Indeed. Thank you, house number 3. A very important message. This will be recorded and up on my YouTube tomorrow for those who want to see anything that we've already shared or have to leave early. If you want to check out Tarot Tuesday, the general readings for this week, that's already up on my YouTube. We are flowing forward with house number 4, which is Cancer. Yes, sun, moon, ascendants, wherever you have a Cancer placement. House number 4 is the house of the home. That what it is that you hold near and dear to you, but then how you continue to build a life of this. House number 4, water. It's also emotions, psychic capabilities, intuitions, Cancer Sun, Moon, Ascendant. This is for you. Beautiful. So we have inner voice here in the draw. Cancer, house number 4. Inner voice. Creativity, number 3. And ripeness over here in the root. What beautiful cards. Inner voice, creativity, ripeness. Over here we have Bronwyn, the goddess of forgiveness, in reverse. The message for the home, house number 4, I'm getting this energy of building a new home, of claiming your own body as your first home, learning how to develop your temple, that is your physical vessel, so you may continue to have a healthy space for your inner voice to continue to speak and communicate, expressing your creativity and continuing to build your physical reality as well as your mental internal environment in alignment with creativity, one that is fruitful, one that is ripe, one that is healthy and prosperous, learning how to forgive yourself, learning how to forgive yourself for not living up to the expectations that you hold for yourself or the standards that you hold for yourself, learning how to forgive situations that you may be still holding on to, learning how to continue to move forward as if there is no wrong and as if everything is happening perfectly, so you may continue to learn your lessons and step deeper into your soul's blueprint, integrate your divine aspects, your supernatural gifts, so you may continue to honor your soul's mission, your dharma, your destiny, continue to step into, listen, and communicate with your inner voice, and allow the creative messages to move through you organically. I'm also getting this energy that there's something on the horizon that wants to move through you, a creation of sorts, something that wishes to be birthed, and by beating yourself up or holding on to times that were of the past, that were potential mental blockages of stepping into the now, learning how to forgive those times. So you may step forward. How do you find your soul's purpose? That's a great question. I think we find our soul's purpose in what lights us up. Like what makes you grateful to be alive, what makes you stoked to jump out of bed in the morning. That's like a very solid indicator. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Forgiving oneself is crucial. Absolutely. Absolutely. House number 4, Cancer energy. I feel you. I wish you all the best in your journeys. We're going to keep it moving with house number 5, Leo babies. Happy birthday, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Leo. This is for you. House number 5 is romance, desire, that which you want to continue to ignite and keep lit in your life. House number 5 is also based in the ego and your surface level wants, as well as your soul's yearning and passions. Yes. House number 5, Leo tonight. Okay. Let it rest. Any Leos in the house? Happy birthday to you. Currently have Leo Sun with the Aqua full moon. Let's see. We're here for it. Cut it. Clear it. Draw. Perfect. Very beautiful. I like this reading a lot. Once again, we have the Trust card. Trust. Inner voice here. Thank you, Ali. Hi, Tammy. Happy belated butterfly. We have inner voice here. Inner voice, trust, and the rebel. For you Leos, you, the rebel. And the goddess, Aphrodite, the goddess of romantic love, in reverse. With house number 5 being the house of romance and desire, I think it's very appropriate that Aphrodite jumps in. With trust and the inner voice and the rebel being here, perhaps there is literal romantic energy that you want to call into your space, that you want to continue to cultivate and invite in. Perhaps a romantic partnership is something on the horizon for you. House number 5, or anybody who is in resonance with this message. If we want to take it in that direction, I mean, that's how it is on the surface. It also could be deeper in just reminding oneself how romantic love is not simply held for one individual. You can step into romantic love with life itself. You can step into romantic love for your entirety of your human experience. In fact, that's like kind of what we're here to do, if you ask me. And by doing so, by choosing to love your life radically and unconditionally, you're being rebellious within itself. You are choosing to honor your soul's mission, your yearning, by choosing to figure out and flow towards that tune of love, what lights you up and excited for life, trusting that process. And the universe is always going to put you in the perfect place at the perfect time, listening to your intuition, not to the projections of the fear and the worries and the doubts and the disbeliefs of those people who are not willing to step and leap into their dreams. You're here to love your life. You're here to do what it takes to enjoy yourself. And that means rebelling against the narratives and the projections of those who are not willing to do so. Yes, house number 5. It takes courage. And Leo, if there's anybody who represents courage, I know it's Leo, that's for sure. Sandra, yes, we will be jumping on a little bit later after these general readings, and then you can come back in and I'll be happy to read for you in the personal queue. But right now we are reading for all 12 houses, but we'll be back on tonight. Yes. Leo, house number 5. House number 5. Trust the process. You can't go wrong with your love. And you also can't love too much. You recognize you're learning as you go through and experience your experience. You're learning what works and what doesn't work. But also, like, you're not here to change yourself for anybody. And Leo doesn't want to change himself for anybody, if we're going to be real. At the same time, there's a lot of pressure out here, and not everybody is Leo's sun prominent. So wherever your 5th house is and how this applies for you, may you continue to show up and do what's best for you. Like, by choosing to live a healthy lifestyle, by choosing to, make your own food, you can even take it a next step, radical, and grow your own food. But even just by buying veggies predominantly, making your own food, not eating out, exercising, limiting your screen time, getting out in the sunlight, putting your feet on the bare grass, like, all of these things are super natural and simple for our health and well-being, which we really love and enjoy as humans, as animals, are free, and they're kind of rare these days. Like, you choose to do that, and you're kind of going against the grain, which is kind of ridiculous, because it's like how we evolved and how predominant every single other animal lives. But rewilding is an important process. Go fall in love with life and what turns you on, what turns you on, because you're allowed to be turned on like 97% of the time of being alive. You should wake up ready to enjoy your life. I believe everybody deserves to wake up ready to make love to the day. But we gotta get ourselves in order first, and it's one step at a time. What sun sign are you? Just curious. Sun sign is in Pisces. I got a Pisces stellium. Sun, Mercury, Venus, 5th house in Pisces. And we flow forward. House number 6, Virgo placements. Sun, Moon, Ascendant, wherever you may have Mercury today. Let's do this. I have a Gemini moon. Scorpio rising. And now, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Let's do this. Virgo, Sun, and Moon. I see you, Sandra. Virgo, house number 6 is all about the work. All about the work. Bringing the embodiment of the desires. I'm just very earthy. I don't really have much earth energy in my chart, though. And for Virgo squad, Jacqueline, I see ya with a Virgo moon. Strong cards on the table, babes. Wow. Alright. Transformation here. Reverse. Look at that card. We are the world here. We are the world. The source and the root. Virgo, house number 6. The source. And Demeter, the nurturer, here. for the goddess. Virgo. This is very strong. Virgo, house number 6, being earth element, being fixed earth. We have Demeter, the nurturer, the goddess of the harvest. Alongside, we are the world. Alongside, the source. Alongside, transformation. Just big time getting this like earthly evolution energy, like the earth's frequency lifting, collective energy ascension. Stepping into 5D if you want to speak on that. No. Hey baby, stop scratching the floor. Go to your house. Sleepy doggo. Excuse me. Yes, the deck is gorgeous. And so are you. And so are all these cards. So epic to see this message. Like, the real work is just as we show up and do our own thing in our own way, honoring our soul's mission, playing our own dharma, doing what you do best, and what you do what's a challenge for you, because a lot of the time our strongest strengths, our strengths can be found within our challenges, that which we are not naturally good at, but if we choose to commit to not giving up and sticking to the things that we are naturally challenged at, we can find some of our greatest strengths and our weaknesses. And the things that we're naturally good at, we shouldn't just run away from those either. We'd be silly to do that. As we just continue to show up and fulfill our destiny, we are playing our role in this grand tapestry, in this grand Leela, this play that we call life, this reality of all these wild and epic or chill and simple experiences. Like, you get to choose, you get to be the creator of your reality. It's really up to you. But right now the cards are just reminding us to continue to do what works for us and how to do it in your own way. Allow the transformation to happening, but just rest assured, like, it is happening. We are stepping into a brighter future, a time that no one has ever seen before. These cards are just spoken right into the table today. You are the world. You and the world are not separate. You are the world. The world is not outside of you. The world is not separate from you. You are a direct reflection and extension of the world, and how you receive that information says everything about your relationship with that and how you perceive me. And I hold the space for you to feel whatever it is that you feel. Yeah, and I encourage you to continue to take radical responsibility, embracing your role in your world. Your role in your world, because you play a very prominent and pertinent role in your world and how you show up. And if you want your life to be more in alignment, do your best. Do your best. That's all we can do. We do our best to do our best. But blaming people isn't going to help. Getting triggered just teaches us more about where we can continue to evolve and expand. Alright, let's do this. That's the work. Virgo, I love it. Let's do it. House number 7, up next. Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Libra, also wherever you got a Venus placement. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Libra, house number 7. House number 7 is about connection, communication, conversation. I don't even know what I just said. I'm just out here channeling. House number 7. Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. This is for you, my dudes. We're going to cut it. They're clear. Let it rest. I'm kidding. Everything's all about relationship. Ooh, the cards being a little heavy and a little real and building on that theme. Here's the truth of the cake, babes. Yeah, you're the only person who can get this shit together, if I'm gonna be real with you. So we got laziness here. Rise it up for my Libras. We got the burden over here in reverse. The miser over here in reverse as well. And Freya, the goddess of radical acceptance here. Hefty cards for my Libra dudes tonight. This full moon, we're radically accepting the places that are keeping the scales off balance. And instead of trying to practice compassion, instead of trying to be nice for those things that we're like, I know this shit isn't necessarily good for my life. I know this person isn't necessarily good for me. but I want to be nice. I don't want to hurt their feelings, yada yada. Like, nah, if that shit's tipping your scales, it's gotta go. It's time to radically accept where it plays a role in your life. And if you want to truly step into your power, and it's gonna require you to cut some cords, it's gonna require you to surrender some connections that are miserly, that are weighing it down, that are putting rocks in the bag, that are keeping the scales heavy. Libra being the house number 7, their emblem, their symbol being the scales, the balance. Yes, we're not here to be lazy. We're not here to take it easy. Life is precious. We are not here to just like cut corners and just like get comfortable. We are here to be powerful, badass. Like Freya, the goddess of the battlefield, who goes through and cleans the battlefield, takes all the souls and decides who moves to Valhalla and who doesn't, who gets to go with Odin, and who doesn't. Like, but she's out there on the battlefield picking up everybody, not just like, oh, these people and these soldiers fought a good battle, these soldiers didn't fight a good battle. Like, nah, she's picking up all the bodies, and then she organizes them from there. And this is what we're being called to do, is like, pick it up all of the bodies within our life, all of the bodies, whether they are in the form of our responsibilities or the things that we consider our property or our works of art and our ideas. These are all, they have some level of body to them, and we're here to organize them and remove the ones that are weighing us down, the dead weights, the ones that are no longer in resonance for your greatness, the things that are holding you back, the things that you have attached onto or holding too heavy onto. What if we need consequences to surrender? I don't know what you mean, Liliana. Nonetheless, Libra, house number 7. This is not an easy feat for everybody. For some people, it can be very easy to just throw everything to the wind and be like, I'm done. For some people, it makes them very comfortable to hold on to their drama stories. That's how they know themselves, based on their identity, based on their suffering. A lot of people build their identity based on their suffering, and this is what Eckhart Tolle reminds us in the Power of Now, just the pain body and how that plays out and creates an entire world of suffering. And we're here to overcome that nonsense, to transmute that, and to step into a future that's much more lighthearted and precious and enjoyable. And so we're here to bring it back to balance. Thank you, house number 7. We're going to keep it flowing. This is solid reading. I'm digging this energy this evening. House number 7. Let's keep flowing. House number 8 today. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Scorpio placement. House number 8, Scorpio placement. Pluto placement. Scorpio is the energy of death and transformation, as well as marriage, as well as the depths, the darkness. Yes. Fixed water, house number 8 today. Any Scorpios in the house? Personally, I have a Scorpio rising. What's good, Tim? I see you, my man. Hey, Kimmy. I appreciate your honesty, your transparency. No need to hide. Jamie, thanks for the gift. Tim with the Scorpio Moon. Lilia with the Scorpio Mars. I see y'all. Let's do this. House number 8. Today. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. One card right side up. We'll get to it. Everything else, reverse. Let's start here. Exhaustion for house number 8. Exhaustion. Celebration over here. Celebration and exhaustion. Persephone and experience. All reverse. We are the world, Scorpio. House number 8, we are the world. And the root, right side up. I'm getting this energy of slowing down. When we're new and we're fresh, we're excited, we're enthused, it's really easy to want to rush, but that's how we can burn ourselves out. We really want to celebrate, but like you meet someone who you just click with, like you just want to run to the races with them, or you're like really stoked, or you got a new snack and you just like want to eat the whole pack right away. Like whatever it is that lights you up, we're here to draw it out. We're not here to rush it. We're here to enjoy the process, to be present with that joy, to sit and ground into it so we can continue to sustain it, to create a life of this high frequency. See, God moves so fast that it appears still. God's speed. These intense emotions are essential and important. In fact, they're one of the best parts about life, if you ask me. At the same time, if we rush to the races, we exhaust ourselves, we reach our edge, this because of inexperience, because of a lack of experience, then we burn out. And the celebration that could be going on for 3 weeks, we only last 2 days because we burn ourselves off right off the beginning. So it's like learning how to play the long game, learning how to slow it down, learning how to breathe, learning how to plant your feet, learning how to return to your center. Recognize that all good things take time. Rest assured, you can't force it. You can't rush a dang thing. All you can do is continue to show up and surrender. And you know when it's your time to act. And if you don't, just ask. Just ask. It doesn't hurt. It does not hurt. And if it's not in alignment, you'll get the answer. And if it is in alignment, you'll get the answer. You'll get the answer either way. But right now we're here to just like take our time, especially for the things that are new. Maybe like you got a new job, or maybe you got a new role in your company. Maybe you just started a fresh connection. You're now here to just like allow yourself to really allow it to play out organically. You can't force a dang thing. You don't want to reach that point of exhausted. You don't want to hit that burnout. You're here to learn how to sustain that flame. This reading is for house number 8, Scorpios in the house. Yes, yes, yes. And we're going to continue to flow forward. That's the transformation. We're evolving. We're maturing. The experience. We're here for it. Stoked. It all just hit me spot on. Y'all say, I love this. Yes, let's do this. Stay grounded. Take it easy. Everything in perfect timing. And keep it moving. House number 9. Sagittarius tonight. Sagittarius tonight. Just to let y'all know, if you ever wanted to book a one-on-one reading, just you and I, outside of the live streams, you can find that on my site. That's over there in my bios, thealchemist.com. I'll never jump into your DMs and try to sell you a reading via messages. Those are fake accounts. Just report them or ignore them or block them, but I promise you it's not me. But I do one-on-one readings outside of live streams, and you can always book those on my site. Right now, we are now reading for house number 9, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. I see you, Jacqueline, with the Sun. Sagittarius, house number 9 is all about higher guidance, higher wisdom, divine inspiration. Let's see what the cards have to say today. Sagittarius is the ruler of Jupiter. Jupiter is planet of expansion, of higher governance, of amplification, magnification, excuse me. Yes, Sagittarius. Here for it. Mutable fire. Nice. Beautiful cards for Sag. Maturity over here in the root. Maturity. New vision. Reverse. Maturity, new vision, flowering here. House number 9. And number 9, we have Sertuin, the goddess of potential. Building on what we just said, that moment of slowing down for house number 8, house number 9, as you continue to slow down, you allow yourself to listen to your communication with the universe within and all around you, your connection to the world within and all around you. This is how you will know how to show up and do what it is that you're being called to do. Yes, right now we're seeing this immense opportunity for new vision, fresh opportunity. Yes, I'm seeing expansion, evolution with the flowering, blossoming energy. Maturity. Like growing pains, perhaps. It might be challenging. It might be difficult. It might be even distracting. You might be going through cycles and waves. That's the growing pains energy. It might be painful at times, but it's the energy of the sprout breaking through the shell of the seed to flower, to bloom, to blossom, and this allows you to step into and embody and embrace your full potential. Allow yourself to stay fresh in your imagination and your dreams, your new vision, what it is that you are ready to step into as you have unlocked these new superpowers and you've found these deeper aspects and layers of self, and you're ready to integrate and embody them so you can actually get some shit off the ground and live your dreams and not just settle for comfort and complacency. Number 9, this is a very fresh reading. This is a very inspiring and epic reading. I'm seeing new horizons. I'm seeing, whatever you want. This is like a fresh sandbox with infinite potential. You know yourself at a level now where you don't have any reservations that held you back before due to like insecurity. Yeah. You're starting to believe in yourself, and it's paying off more than anything, I think. Right now, we are flowing forward with house number 10. House number 10, Capricorn energy. Lillian, I'm not entirely sure what your question is between personal reading and intuitive one. Oh, on my website? The intuitive one-on-one, we don't necessarily use the cards. For booking with me, intuitive versus personal reading. So in intuitive, we don't necessarily play with the cards. Like, we can literally just have a conversation. We might work through some breath work. We might play music together. We might even do like a personal one-on-one interview. Whereas like a personal reading is, we are focused on reading with the cards. Yeah, so when it comes to booking a one-on-one, you're always welcome to reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions. Sag was really good. You just missed it. We just wrapped it up. You can catch the recording on my YouTube tomorrow. We're now going to flow forward with Capricorn. House number 10. Yep. House number 10. Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you have Saturn placement. Capricorn in house number 10 is the foundation. This is the base frequency. Yes, this is the legacy. This is the reputation. This is the energy that the name carries, that you bring with you wherever you go. Yes. There's also governance. Capricorn, house number 10. I see y'all. Shouts out to all my goats. Let's do this. House 10, we have adventure over here in reverse in the root. Adventure, reverse in the root. Nothingness, reverse in the draw. The miser, once more making another appearance here today. Is the only one that's right side up in this drawing. And Aphrodite, once more, this time she's in reverse, romantic love. Capricorn, house number 10, we're going on an adventure within. We're diving into our roots and we are reflecting. I thought we finished this with the Capricorn full moon back in Cancer season about a month ago, but it looks like there's an echo in the cards regarding this process of clearing toxic cords or roots within one's system, that miser energy that may be lingering, going deep and recognizing the root, the adventure within, diving into the stillness, the nothingness within, and learning how to kill the miser within with kindness, with love, learning how to, till death do us part, to love it to death, that aspect of self that is still ready to get integrated or released or relinquished. I gotta sneeze. Beautiful confirmation. House number 10, clearing that energy. Any blockages, any aspects of the experience that are obstructing you from actually adventuring and experiencing. Thank you for your blessings I receive. That are actually obstructing you from experiencing that this life that wishes to travel with you, that wishes to be an adventure. Like, life is meant to be adventurous. We are here to enjoy ourselves, to adventure, I believe firmly. So, Cap, adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands. Enjoy yourself out there. Have fun. More so than anything, kudos to you for doing the good work, because it's not fun or easy to be radically honest with oneself and to dive into one's shadow and to integrate those aspects of negativity. But ultimately, the power of positive thinking can shift one's reality almost overnight. It is really amazing. It's really, really amazing. And ultimately, the real challenge goes inward. So removing any energy, like even sarcasm, that shit just doesn't have space in your place anymore. Even someone who's trying to speak complaints into your ear should be like, yo bro, I love you, but my energy is way too precious and complaining's not going to solve shit for anybody. So maybe we should look at this conversation from a different perspective. Alright, we're going to flow forward. House number 11, Aqua. It is your full moon after all. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you have your Uranus placements. Aquarius, house number 11. This is societal, this is collective energy, this is also individualistic energy. This is how we interact, like on a humanitarian level, and also how your actions send ripples out through the cosmos and everything that's connected. Aquarius starting to step into the realms of the divine and the higher planes of existence. The water bearer, Aquarius, what is your message? House number 11. We're going to cut it, clear it, and let it rest. Hi Christine, welcome in. We are currently reading full moon reads for all 12 houses. We currently have house number 11, Aquarius. Tim, thanks for the gift. I do appreciate this, dude. Cut it, clear it. House number 11. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Inner voice makes another appearance, Aquarius. Inner voice. The creator here for you. Patience in the root in reverse. And Athena here. The goddess of knowledge, wisdom, the battlefield. House number 11 with patience and Athena being in reverse, the creator and inner voice being right side up. I'm getting this energy that you are currently downloading an upgrade. You're downloading an upgrade, basically. Like you're integrating an information. So like you've gone through this immense shift. You've leveled up. You basically like your hardware, your operating system has gotten a fresh upgrade from the creator, and your inner voice capacities and abilities have like expanded beyond belief. But right now you're just being called to practice patience, to let the integration happen organically, naturally, so that the knowledge of how to use your special gifts and abilities presents itself without you needing to force anything. You don't need to learn the hard way. You just let it happen naturally by simply practicing patience. You follow your intuition. You follow the guidance system and structures within. You'll continue to point you in the proper directions. You continue to listen to the creator within and how it wishes to present itself into this reality. Your intuition is what it is that you wish to create, whether that be art, whether that be food, whether that be types of relationships or conversations, whether that be containers or experiences, whatever it is that you want to create and bring into this world, whether it be children, whatever it is that you want to create and bring into this world. Continue to listen to your inner voice. You're on track. You're doing what you need to be doing. You've like made it to this awesome pinnacle of a milestone, a point of no return. And now it's just like allowing yourself to silence the mind and listen to your body, because it's always going to point you in the proper direction of where it is you are meant to be. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And we're flowing forward to house number 12. Thank you, Aqua. Number 11. Fairly well to those who are leaving. Hi to those who are just jumping in. We are wrapping up our full moon readings with house number 12 today. Pisces, babes, sun, moon, ascendants, wherever you got a Neptune placement. House number 12 is the house of the subconscious, the creator within. House number 12 is the soul. It's the house beyond space, time, and definition. Pisces, sun, moon, ascendants. This is for you. This is for you. Cut it. Clear it. Let it rest. first, it says it's your service. Are you referring to house number 12? Oh, service regarding the connection. Well, the recording will be up on YouTube tomorrow. You can find my YouTube over there, and the link's in my bio. So if you want to go check out the recording, it'll be up tomorrow. If hopefully it's clear on that end. House number 12, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendants for you today. Let's do this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Pisces, house number 12. We have the Rebel here for you. I said you can catch the recording on the YouTube tomorrow, Christine. The Rebel here for Pisces. Maturity, here. Pisces. Maturity, the Rebel in reverse. The Outsider here. Natia, nice to see you too. Thank you for your compliment. I do love this vest. The Outsider, Maturity, the Rebel. Pisces, we have Sophia, the goddess of divine wisdom. Pisces, Sophia, your full moon. Reverse. With Maturity and the Outsider, right side up, and the Rebel and Sophia, reverse, I'm getting this energy of... So the Outsider and the Maturity card, being right side up, like you are maturing as an outsider, and now your roles as a rebel are leveling up, and you're not here to run away from them. You're here to embrace them. Spirit has your back. Universe wants to see you shake shit up. If I'm going to be real with you, if I'm going to be honest with you, things have been going for complacency for far too long. People have become way too comfortable in their spaces, and you're here to just do your thing, because what you do is naturally quote-unquote different, and you stir up the pot just by being yourself. Continue to listen to your intuition, your divine wisdom. Continue to just simply be yourself, because in a world where most people simply conform because they're too afraid to be themselves, they don't know how to be themselves, they don't know themselves, choosing to be yourself, to get to know yourself, is rebellious within itself, rather than choosing to just like settle for going to college and getting a job and a career and a wife and kids just because that's what you've been told your entire life, not because you actually want it. If you actually want it, that's a different story. But you're reaching a state of maturity in your rebellious realms, Pisces. So now it's like actually starting to make some proper impact. You're not here to hold back. You're actually here to floor it, to go further than you ever have before, because you don't even know your depths. You don't know your depths. You haven't given yourself that opportunity to step into your greatness because you've been too concerned about how other people might perceive you. We're done with that. We're done with that, Pisces. House number 12. It's not necessarily about moving into the villain era, but definitely like they're stepping into their power. I wouldn't call it a villain, but people might think it's villainous of the Pisces to reclaim their power, because they oftentimes will just like be so out there that they're not even like recognizing or they recognize the corruption, but they don't recognize their impact because they're so out there, and they forget that they can actually do something to assist in the journey of bringing the world back to harmony. Is what my Piscean intuition wishes to share to the world right now through this vessel. Anyway, I dig it. House number 12, I might be a little biased because I got strong Pisces placements, but if anything, that's just speaking from experience. So thank you, house number 12. What a solid message. Keep being yourself. No one else can do it like you. You're great at what you do, and I'm very proud of you. That's each and every one of you. We all have 12 houses. We all have the 12th house. Continue to show up, be yourself, listen to that divine wisdom within and all around thee. The signs are always pointing in the direction. It's just where you're willing to listen or not. Solid indeed. Yes. Super solid. That wraps it up for full moon readings for the collective. Super solid. All 12. We are stoked for it. Perfectly timed. The recording will be up on the YouTube tomorrow. Yes. If you want to check out Tarot Tuesday, which we did yesterday, all 12 houses for our weekly readings, you can check that out on my YouTube as well. We'll be back on in like an hour or so, maybe 30 minutes, to do some personal readings. If anybody wants to come back and receive a reading, if you ever want to book a one-on-one, just you and I outside of this reading, you can do so on my site. The 12 house message, house 12 message, yes, Tim, I love that one as well. That was a good one, yes. If you ever want to book a one-on-one, just you and I outside of the live streams in our own time, you can find that on my site. I'll never try to sell you a reading in the DMs. Those are fake accounts. Just ignore them or report them or block them, but I promise you it's not me, and I'm well aware they exist. It is what it is. It is what it is. I guess it means I'm doing something good as a creator, but it's also like whatever. It's like the most lame form of flattery, but to y'all, thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for vibing out with us. Some solid reads. You can catch the recording, like I said once again. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on the IG. Otherwise, we're just out here vibing. And yeah, we'll be back on soon. So until then, hi, bye, kisses. And until the next time, Godspeed.